So we're into our second half of the first week of Stardew, and this is where things kind of pick up a little bit. We got rain tomorrow, which is really cool, and Marnie's here. She usually comes around the 5th if it's sunny, and that's the first goal of our day, is get the cat. I always get a cat, and I always name it Lewis. Don't know why, but I do. And then after that, we want to make sure we reach level 10 to 15 in the mines, just for copper farming purposes. Smelt at least 5 copper bars before 3 p.m. Buy all of our iron ore we need for 5 iron bars. Upgrade our pickaxe, and then get around 20 kale potato seeds and the bag. So we have enough money from yesterday that we should be able to make all that happen. So we'll start out by harvesting all the parsnips we've been growing, and then grabbing all the stuff we'll need for the mines. So for the most part, you want to grab all your ore, geodes, the chubs you've been fishing up, as well as most of the parsnips. I do all but one, just for the community center bundle, and then I head up to the mines. This is the first day we're doing something other than fishing all day, so it's kind of nice. It's a bit of a break from all that. Even though the mines can be kind of a pain, our luck wasn't super good today, so that has a huge impact on how deep we can go and how quick we can do it. I left the chest here from when we were fishing at the lake just so I could grab it and take it to the mines. If you don't have a chest there already, it's probably a good idea to make one and bring it with you. You'll have a ton of stuff that you won't be able to carry in the mines. Your inventory's full right there. You can just drop the sword on the ground and then pick it up on your way back down the ladder. That's what I always do. Then just place your chest over by the elevator and drop everything off except for coal, copper, stone, your weapon, pickaxe, and some food. And then jump on in. So for the mines, the general strategy is to get as deep as possible, as quickly as you can, with as much copper as possible. Pretty self-explanatory, but that's all there is. So no matter what, as soon as a staircase pops up, we'll pretty much take it, unless there's copper really close by. We're going to ignore enemies for the most part, unless they're right in the way, and just rush down. The first place we want to rush to is floor 5, just because that's where the first elevator checkpoint will be. And hopefully we'll have enough copper to start a furnace and start our copper ore. Copper ore takes about 30 minutes of in-game time to complete, so you want to keep smelting as you go. Every 30 minutes, jump back down in the elevator and smelt more copper. If you're really close to the next floor, you can keep going, but I guess if you're really close to the next elevator, you can keep going, but other than that, you really don't want to spend too much extra time in the mines not smelting your copper. Time is not really on your side on this first day. You have until roughly 3 o'clock to get all your bars smelted. So usually I prefer to get out by 1 instead of 3, just so I have extra time to go to Pierre's. I got lucky on this run and got a boss slime and dropped a club. Club is a huge upgrade from the sword. So on this run, I got really lucky with ladders right off the bat, so I decided to just speed my way down to 10. That way I have the elevator shortcut to 10, which is a much easier floor to farm for copper. Also, I do have the random mine rewards on, or the remixed mine rewards. This floor is pretty good to reset over and over again. I usually just clear that first little passageway and then jump back up in the elevator and then repeat. It might be worth it to go to floor 12 for you if you're low on coal, because it's the stage that has the minecart, but in my case I didn't need to. And then, so yeah, once you have the copper bars you need, make sure you grab your pickaxe, obviously, your furnace, and pretty much anything you might want to either take home or send to Clint's. You can leave your food, you can leave your weapons. You won't need them until the next time you go to the mines. Sometimes you want to leave a few empty slots in your inventory just so you can buy the seeds, but since I know I'm going to buy the backpack, it doesn't matter that I have a full inventory. So I'm actually going to go to Pierre's first instead of Clint's so I can get that backpack, process some geodes, and then do everything else I need to do. So I know I definitely need to buy green beans, cauliflower, potatoes, and kale today. Green beans and cauliflower specifically for the community center, and then potato and kale just so I can get my farming level up more. I want to spend as close to as much without going too far over. I know I need to process a few geodes, so it costs a little extra, but I should be good there. Any extra money I have, I'll just go back to Pierre's on the way back home. Right, so then I'll head over to Clint's since I got most of the stuff I need. A few things to keep in mind with Clint's. You need to make sure you buy your iron and gold and crack any geodes and stuff you need before you give him your pickaxe to upgrade. As soon as you give him the pickaxe to upgrade, he is cut off from all services. He'll just tell you that he's not quite done doing it yet, so make sure you do that stuff first. It's really frustrating when you think everything's going really well and then you forget to do that and you have to start over or lose a whole day. Usually with geodes, I will go to like the Mousy Pounds predictor so I can see what like the best route is for cracking the geodes. But I figured, I don't know, most of the regular geodes are junk anyway, so I'll just churn through them real quick. And then with my museum, I'm pretty particular about making like a nice rainbow effect. So I always try and do that as I go and anticipate what colors or how many of each color I'll need. Obviously you don't have to do that, but I like it. So yeah, now I'll go back to Pierre's. I ended up with an extra 100 gold, and I don't want anything extra, so I probably will just buy whatever I can, maybe some parsnips. I just try and keep 0 at all times if possible. And then, so I'm gonna head back to the farm. I want to get everything planted and dealt with now before I spend the rest of the day fishing again. This run has been like really good for forage for the most part. It's kind of surprising. Like usually this bus stop only gets like 3 things over the whole week, and I've probably cleared it 3 times now. So I figure while I'm planting, I'll smelt a little bit more copper. I probably don't have enough time to smelt iron bars, but I might as well have some copper in the mix. And then obviously this is all sped up. It's kind of boring to watch somebody water and, you know, plant crops. I gotta say that beans are probably my least favorite plant in this game. I always forget to water them, and they're always in the way, but I always get 3, and I guess that's just in case 2 crows swing through in the night. It's just what I do. And I'll leave a spot in the middle open for a scarecrow tomorrow, or whenever my farming reaches the next level. And then here we are going for some fun again. Basically going to drop everything off except for a furnace, coal, iron, and a fishing rod. That's all we really need to finish out our day. I usually don't bring more coal than I need, just in case I end up with limited inventory. And then since it's not raining, we're gonna head up to the mountain lake and just fish there. It's kind of a bummer, it's already 7:30. That means there's no largemouth bass, so the fishing won't really be that fruitful, but there's really not a whole lot left to do to kill the day. And we need money pretty badly for the 7th and the 9th when we upgrade our pickaxe again. Fishing at the ocean is pretty similar as far as overall yield after 7 p.m. So if you really want, you can go to the ocean instead, but I just like the mountain lake better. I like this spot in particular because you can reach as deep as possible without having to go all the way up on the island. So normally you just fish here until you pass out, but in this case, since I know it's going to rain tomorrow, I want to pack everything up, take it with me so that I can smelt by the river tomorrow instead of the lake, because I'll be doing a lot of catfish fishing. But yeah, normally you just stay here, fish until you pass out. Because I only have 8 gold, it wouldn't matter if I pass out anyway. And then if you are going to head back instead of pass out, it's always a good idea to just smelt a bar overnight. Ideally something like gold or iridium. That takes a lot longer, but I don't have enough gold ore right now well, I do have enough gold. What the heck? I should have done gold, but it's okay. It's not really a big deal. You have more than enough time to smelt all the gold you need. And then we'll head to bed. Okay, good. I remembered to pet the cat. You gotta pet the cat. You gotta give him his water and pet the cat every day. So yeah, it's the next day. We're into day 6, isn't it? We got pretty lucky with rain too. It's gonna rain again tomorrow. Not good luck, but that's okay too. Our goals for today are basically just to get enough gold to buy the next pickaxe upgrade. I keep calling it gold. I know it's not gold, but whatever. So I'm gonna fish all day, and I'm also gonna smelt iron as I fish, and gold if I run out of iron. And then if it's not raining, you can get the community center cutscene today, but in my case, it won't trigger because there is rain. And then at the end of the day, I have to remember to sell all my stuff, otherwise I won't have enough money for the upgrade. And I doubled back to grab the gold ore, because I noticed that 2 silver bars, or 2 iron bars, I think I call them silver a lot, 2 iron bars won't take all day, so I'll have some time for the gold. And then yeah, the rest of the day is me fishing down here. I forgot my hoe again, so I can't get the artifact. That's like one of those amateur mistakes I constantly make. So there's the bad luck in effect. Just takes forever for a bite and all it is algae. And then you get to watch me struggle aggressively with this first catfish. Probably shouldn't leave this in, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes sometimes they're the worst pattern. They just, yeah, God, it's so frustrating to watch. This is the main reason I cut fishing out. It straight up adds like 40 minutes to a day because of how bad I am at it. But surprisingly, I'm at fishing level 8 just because of bubble luck and like chest luck. Those two things alone can really just speed up your fishing crazy, like crazy. Here's a little better pattern from the catfish. They have like varying patterns, and sometimes you'll notice like this one is a lot more docile than the last one. But I'll just skip the rest of my fishing. And so yeah, around 12:30 I head back. Like I said, I always give myself a lot of extra space, but as far as time goes, but you don't have to. You can go back around 1. I think even like 1:20 if you want to cut it close. But this way I can head back, kind of assess what I want to sell it all, and hit the sack. So yeah, then I'm just gonna sell everything I need to get enough money for the upgrade tomorrow, and to buy the rest of the gold ore that I need to smelt 5 more bars for. Sometimes I calculate exactly how much I need, but more often than not, I just get lazy and sell everything I have. As long as you have like that first level 5 upgrade, you're pretty good to sell most of your stuff. Chances are you won't sell so much that you have like an influx of cash or too much cash, you know. So yeah, sell all that, sell all the junk from my mom, and then get ready for tomorrow. I hit level 9 fishing, which is really nice. I don't think that's normal at this point. Normally you'd probably be around 7 or 8. But in my case, I got pretty lucky. And then I made, like 12,000 gold, so I should be in good shape for what I need to buy. We'll see how we're looking today. We actually have really good luck, which is awesome. Don't forget the recipes. You can check them every Wednesday for the reruns, but you gotta check every Sunday. Gotta pet the cat. And then Demetrius is here, since we reached, I think it's 15,000 or 25,000 items sold. So I always pick the bat cave. I think it's more valuable overall. Like, the mushrooms are nice in the beginning, but I picked the bat cave. And then today we want to also upgrade our pickaxe again, fish more, and smelt all the gold as we fish. Spend everything you have if you plan on passing out. Otherwise, don't worry about your money. We already have 2 of the gold bars smelted, so we should be able to get another 2. I'm leaving the potatoes there because I'm not going to plant anything, so it doesn't matter if I harvest them or not. And then we'll head down. We're just going to go to the river to fish. So I actually got really lucky this morning too, and there's bubbles right here that last up until I think 8:50. I was able to fish pretty efficiently for this first couple hours before I had to head to Clint's. Oh, I guess a quick note. Make sure you don't forget your iron bars. That always drives me crazy. It's something that always makes me restart heading to Clint's and you don't have what you need. So bring those with you. And then I had all those fish in my inventory, so I decided just to go down to Willie's, just to get a little extra money, get some bait, get some extra money in case I didn't have enough. And I ended up, I'd still say I had a decent amount of bait, but I wanted to get a little bit extra. Ended up with a pretty solid amount of bait, I'd say. And And then I'll head back up to Clint's. Clear all my quests, might as well get the extra couple bucks out of that too. Anything extra I have, I'll use to buy more seeds. You don't have to have all your seeds ready today, but if you have the cash, you might as well buy them early. That was kind of a waste of a geode, but that's okay. You don't have to buy all the gold and iron, obviously, but this is just a path I like to do to get the best pickaxe as early as possible. You can really just mine these first few days and end up in the same general spot, but I like having a better pickaxe. And so I had an extra 4,600 gold. It's a little bit more than I thought, but I just buy a bunch of kale seeds. They're the best for experience, next to like potatoes, which are also really good. But kale, I just think is more fun, and I like harvesting with a scythe. And then yeah, head back down to the river and start the long process of fishing again. Did pretty decently. I got some good chests, like some emeralds and an ancient seed. The ancient seed is pretty big in particular, just because it takes so long to grow and last through fall. I'm not going to plant it yet because I don't have a scarecrow out. And I don't know why I don't have a scarecrow. I should have made one first thing in the morning, but just didn't do it. So my time ended up kind of weird, where I didn't have enough time to smelt another gold bar and then pass out. So I figure I'll just go home, smelt it overnight, get that done, so that I don't have to worry about it in the morning. And then yeah, like every day, I do a little bit of inventory management. I tried to plan ahead by getting all my geodes and stuff ready to go to Clint's in the morning, but I totally spaced out the fact that he won't be accepting anything because he's working on my pickaxe. But I do grab all my artifacts so I can go to the museum and get my ancient seed. That's the most important thing. And that's it for the last day. I mean, this is the last day of the first week, and that's just about how every one of my first weeks goes. This hasn't been the smoothest one, but it's worked out pretty well. I figured I'd keep in my mistakes and give you a more realistic look at a first week instead of an ideal, perfect first week. Feel free to subscribe to this channel if you've enjoyed these videos. I actually really enjoy making these Stardew ones just because I play quite a bit of the game anyway, so it gives me an excuse, I guess, to play more. But yeah, drop a comment if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see. I'm pretty open to everything. Thank you.